A threat to bananas. In the 1950s, Central American commercial banana growers were facing the death of their most lucrative product, the Gros Michel banana, known as Big Mike. And now it's happening again to Big Mike's successor, the Cavendish. With its easily transported, thick-skinned, and sweet-tasting fruit, the Gros Michel banana plant dominated the plantations of Central America. United Fruit, the main grower and exporter in South America at the time, mass-produced its bananas in the most efficient way possible. It cloned shoots from the stems of plants instead of growing plants from seeds and cultivated them in densely packed fields. Unfortunately, these conditions are also perfect for the spread of the fungus, which attacks the plant's roots and prevents it from transporting water to the stem and leaves. The TR1 strain of the fungus was resistant to crop sprays and traveled around on boots or the tires of trucks, slowly infecting plantations across the region. In an attempt to escape the fungus, farmers abandoned infected fields, flooded them, and then replanted crops somewhere else, often cutting down rainforests to do so. Their efforts failed. So instead, they searched for a variety of bananas that the fungus didn't affect. They found the Cavendish, as it was called, in the greenhouse of a British duke. It wasn't as well suited to shipping as the Gros Michel, but its bananas tasted good enough to keep consumers happy. Most importantly, TR1 did not seem to affect it. In a few years, United Fruit had saved itself from bankruptcy by filling its plantations with thousands of the new plants, copying the same monoculture growing conditions Gros Michel had thrived in. While the operation was a huge success for the Latin American industry, the Cavendish banana itself is far from safe. In 2015, Southeast Asia, another major banana producer, exported 4 million tons of Cavendish bananas. But in 2015, its exports had dropped by 46% thanks to a combination of another strain of the fungus, TR4, and bad weather. Growing practices in Southeast Asia haven't helped matters. Growers can't always afford the expensive lab-based methods to clone plants from shoots without spreading the disease. Also, they often aren't strict enough about cleaning farm equipment and quarantining infected fields. As a result, the fungus has spread to Australia, the Middle East, and Mozambique, and Latin America, heavily dependent on its monoculture Cavendish crops, could easily be next. Racing against the inevitable, scientists are working on solving the problem by genetically modifying the Cavendish or genes from TR4-resistant banana species. Researchers at the Queensland University of Technology have successfully grown 2 kinds of modified plant, which have remained resistant for 3 years so far. But some experts think that this is just a sophisticated version of the same temporary solution the original Cavendish provided. If the new bananas are planted in the same monocultures as the Cavendish and the Gros Michel before it, the risk is that another strain of the disease may rise up to threaten the modified plants too. Questions. Mass-produced bananas are grown from seeds because it's efficient, cloned because it's a fast and cheap way to grow them, sweeter than other bananas, exported to Central America. The correct answer is B. The spread of the TR1 strain was caused by lack of water, speeded up by the flooding of banana fields, slowed down by crop spraying, helped by the movement of people and vehicles. The correct answer is D. Which sentence is not true? The Cavendish replaced the Gros Michel. The Cavendish bananas were easier to transport than the Gros Michel. The Cavendish was resistant to the fungus. The Cavendish stopped United Fruit from losing more money. The correct answer is B. Genetically modifying bananas may mean farmers can grow the Gros Michel again, cause farmers to repeat the mistakes of the past, encourage farmers to try new growing methods, or D, only be a short-term solution. The correct answer is D. How would you describe the writer's opinion about the future of the Cavendish? Optimistic, pessimistic, cautious, or uninterested? The correct answer is C, cautious.